Oh, this one's gonna be big, folks. I have uncovered an entire network of DayZ servers who, for a special group of players, will spawn in any gear they want in exchange for real world cash. First, I'm gonna name and shame them, and then I'm going to expose how their entire operation works. And I'm also going to show you how they tried to stop me from posting this video by attempting to hack my online accounts. Oh yes, folks, this is DayZ's biggest and most disgusting scandal so far, and it's happening right here, right now. So picture this. You spawn on a beach, but you've got something all those other freshies don't have. Fat stacks of real world cash. Everyone else is starting with a stone knife and an apple. But if you want, you could start with a Mosin or a plate carrier. Hey, why don't you spawn yourself in an entire car? Seriously. See, you, my friend, are in the special club. You don't waste your time looting for gear like all those other people who play DayZ. Looting for gear like a bunch of losers. You just buy whatever you want and start doming people right off the beach. But you see that bunch of losers? Yeah, well, they're you and me. And this club of admins that are selling gear and the players who are buying it are ruining the game for the rest of us. Now, this all started when I done my last investigation, exposing the fake scam servers listed in DayZ's launcher. Scammers have figured out a way to have listed on the real launcher what looks like an absolute identical word-for-word description of the most popular, legitimate, trustworthy servers. While deep diving those servers' files, some names just kept coming up over and over. Now, I do want to make clear that not all of the fake server listings are done by servers that are spawning in gear for cash. There is a much deeper, darker element to that I'm still working on in the background. But the number of servers I can prove are doing this is 49. I do believe there are more than 49 servers doing this, but I won't name a server unless I have ironclad proof. As well as that, this 49 are all PvP servers. There were PvE servers I found too, but I removed them from the list. Buying stuff on PvE doesn't affect any other players. Hey, if you want to waste your money buying stuff on a PvE server, no skin off my nose. But enough yapping and talking. Let's do these 49 names, then we'll look at how the whole system works, and lastly we'll look at how this ties into them running fake listings on servers to scam people to join in. Now, this is the part we've all been looking forward to, a segment I like to call Name That Server. Skyfall Shinaris, Skyfall Shinaris Vanilla, Skyfall Shinaris Casual, Skyfall Livonia, Skyfall Namalsk, Sueta Shinaris, Sueta Livonia, Manhunt Shinaris, Manhunt Shinaris Light, Manhunt Shinaris Light 1PP, Manhunt Shinaris Casual, Manhunt Namalsk, Manhunt Livonia, Manhunt Sakal, Killer Die Shinaris Vanilla, Killer Die Shinaris Vanilla ++, Midnight Shinaris Vanilla, Midnight Shinaris Vanilla 1 modded, Midnight Shinaris 2 Vanilla, Midnight Shinaris 2 Vanilla modded, Midnight Livonia Vanilla, Midnight Livonia Vanilla 2, Midnight Livonia modded, and Midnight Sakal. Severe Shinaris, Strelka Shinaris, Shelka Shinaris, Solo Duo Trio, Atmosphere Shinaris, Classic Deathmatch, Classic Battle Royale, Classic Shinaris Solo Duo Trio, Classic Shinaris Vanilla ++, the Campfire Shinaris Vanilla, the Campfire Namalsk, Nova Shinaris Vanilla, Nova Shinaris Modded, Nova Deer Isle, Nova Livonia, the Haven Shinaris, the Haven Shinaris 2, DZN Cherno 1, DZN Cherno 2, DZN Cherno 3, DZN Namalsk, DZN Livonia, DZN Deer Isle, and DZN Takistan. Now, while doing these investigations, I have received threats in the past. They sent me my own 12-digit Steam ID and a screenshot of my own IP address with a message that said,
Не суй нос не в свои дела.
Which translates into English as, don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong. But this time they took it a step further. Somebody tried to hack my online accounts. The only one they were successful with was Ubisoft. I didn't even know I had an Ubisoft account. Which gives me the perfect segue to tell you that this video is sponsored by absolutely nobody, because I'm a super small time YouTuber. I did get an offer from a gambling company for sponsorship. Deal was, you guys would use my promo code and I'd make a percentage of every loss that you make. That seems particularly scummy. So I told them they could take their offer and stick it up their arse. But if you'd like to help the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. It genuinely means a lot to me. But back to DayZ. How do these 49 servers actually do it? Well, they give you a web address. When you get in, you put in your 12-digit unique Steam ID, and that means when you buy something, it'll automatically spawn on or beside your character. You then scroll through their catalog, click on the items you want, add it to a basket like any shop. This is on Nova's. There's an M70 Thumper for about $2.80, and there's a AK-101. It's costing you about $2.20, and an M4 is costing you about $2.20 as well. This is Midnight Store, and you're looking at, there's an Ada for about $3. If you look at campfires, there's building supplies, there's code locks. That's really cheap. That's about 50 cents dollars, and you can buy a hacksaw. Oh, there's a box of nails for about 30 pence. This is Atmosphere Store. You're looking at endgame guns costing you about $12. The scummiest one of them all, I'd say, is this one right here. And you're looking at $2.30 for a raid tool. So you can get through any door on the server. Someone else builds a door, they hammer it up, and then you can just go on, pay $2.30, and you can just smash your way right through it. Now, all of these servers seem to take payment through either PayPal or through a Russian social media site called VK. It's kind of like the Russian Facebook. And speaking of Russia, I was giving you the price from those sites in dollars, but did you notice they're actually listed in rubles? If only there was some clue to who was behind all this.
По цели 303, 10 снарядов, огонь.
So why are these servers who are selling gear for cash using fake server listings? Before I started this investigation, I would have thought it was something simple like if they could trick you to get in, you might enjoy it and a small percentage might stay and play the server. They don't care if you stay and play the server. That's not what they want. They just need some of the players who get tricked into joining to stay long enough to get popped by the guys who are in the buying club. The whales who shovel money at admins buying gear so they feel like PvP super chads. They buy M4s, plates and ballistic helmets right on the beach so they can roll over everyone else who's running around in construction helmets trying to find beans. And if they're winning 9 out of every 10 PvP interactions, they're gonna stay on this server because it's where they feel like winners. And they'll just keep shoveling more money at the admins to replace any gear that they lose. Now this is where I genuinely need your help. I will reach out to the makers of DayZ, but I have no special power or authority. I'm just one guy with one voice. But together, we can change that. Every like on this video, every comment, shows them how many people want to have this issue addressed. And that way, one voice into hundreds or thousands of voices. So get clicking, get typing, share it with your squad mates and friends, post it in your Discords. And I also need you to post it on Reddit. Because I'm banned from the DayZ forums, that's an entirely different video for another day. You guys do that, and I will drop an update as soon as I've got some solid news to fill you guys in on. It's the Milkman, baby!